Friday was a whole mess. Hey, it's your girl Bri. Welcome back to the vlog. You know what to do. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I appreciate it, and I appreciate you for being here. Sorry, I just mixed my intros up because that's actually what I say in the beginning of my gaming videos. But welcome back to the vlog. I'm not saying trying to vlog every day because, as you know, if you saw my community post, I'm not trying to vlog every day anymore. We're gonna get into it, but hopefully you had a fantastic rest of the week from the last time I saw you in the vlog. It is currently Sunday at 7:01 p.m. in New York City, and it is about to start pouring rain. We're supposed to be getting a crazy thunderstorm right now. It's supposed to start any minute, so I'm very excited about that because it has been muggy all week. So let's get into what's been going on since the last time I saw you. As you know, started off this whole vlog challenge in the beginning of the year in January, trying to vlog every day. I was doing pretty well, but over the last couple months, I've been missing a lot of days, having to take breaks for various reasons, some personal reasons, family reasons, some health reasons, all the things. So it's been not as consistent as it was in the very beginning of the year. And even though I do want to vlog every day, I realized that I was stretching myself too thin, kind of burning myself out. I very much enjoy the vlogs. I even enjoy editing the vlogs. But there are some days where I physically cannot. I mentally cannot. So I made an executive decision that I'm going to forego trying to vlog every day for the rest of the year and instead do Sunday vlogs. And those vlogs are going to be vlogs / like videos where I'm doing stuff. So this particular one is the first one of that kind of series where I'm going to be talking to you like I normally do. And I think I'm going to intercut some like video clips and stuff that I took throughout the week just so you can see. And sometimes I'll be doing videos where we're maybe out somewhere, if I'm out somewhere. And sometimes if I have time during the week, I'll have bonus videos, not just on Sunday. So that's my plan. But I did miss talking to you every day. It felt weird to come home from work and not sit down and vlog. So it's going to take some getting used to. But let me get you caught up. So the rest of the week, I'll get you caught up on the size because this week was the last week of the 6-week beginner calendar for the size workout that plan I've been doing. And I did pretty well. I did 5 out of 7 days. So basically I did Sunday through Thursday, and then Friday was a whole mess. It was the 14th of August, but it might as well have been the 13th. I have a whole story time about that. But on Friday, I walked home and I hurt my ankle. So I couldn't do my workout on Friday and I couldn't do it on Saturday because my ankle still hurt. So, and today was supposed to, in the beginning calendar, I would have started the next week. But because I'm now moving to the advanced calendar, it's Monday through Friday. So is it Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday? Monday through Saturday. Sunday's a rest day. So I do not have to work out today, which is good because I still needed to kind of rest that ankle area. So we're back on size advanced calendar starting tomorrow. As you can see, I wrote it here. We're doing crazy 8s, and then the next day you got this, and then the third day crazy 8s, and we do it that way. So very excited about that. I feel like after completing the whole 6 weeks, I actually feel pretty good. I feel like my stamina is up. I feel like I don't get winded as quickly. I know that's not necessarily the same thing as stamina, but it also kind of is. As someone who has asthma, when I'm very active, I feel like I do get winded, but I feel like that's happening to me less frequently. I did notice, and actually a couple people have mentioned that they noticed that my face shape is a little bit different. Like I have less of a, I still have it. I go like this, but I have less of that, like, under here. So I do feel like my face slimmed down a little bit. I feel like my arms might have slimmed down a little bit. I still got the little bat wing or whatever it's called, but I do feel like it's a little more solid. Same thing with like legs and other body areas. So I feel like the 6-week program was fantastic. It might have been better if I changed my diet a little bit at the same time, but overall I feel like it was good. So I'm very excited to start advanced tomorrow. So workout update out of the way. Now time to catch you up on what's been going on outside of that. I have been reading, but not to an excessive amount. There was some bookish drama that happened over the week, and I made a post with my opinion about it, and it kind of blew up a little bit, at least as far as I'm concerned, for being a small creator with 1,000+ followers on Instagram. The video or reel that I posted got over 2,000 views on it, and I got a lot of followers, and had a lot of conversations, met a lot of fun people in the comments. So that was fun. Not for the person who caused the drama, but for me, meeting new people was a good thing. So that was good. What else? I did read, how many books did I read this week? I think I read about 4 books. I would have to check my Goodreads. My phone is not near me, but I think I read 4 books this week, which is not my best, but it's not terrible. I will never complain. 4 books is a lot. But yeah, so I read 4 books. Let me get you caught up on what was going on this week at work. Work was good, but kind of busy, because my boss and a couple other members of my team are going on a conference for next week, actually tomorrow, and so there was a lot of prep work to do for that. I'm also been working on a project at work for a couple months now that is finally finished, and I'm starting to train the rest of my team on the stuff that I've been doing. So that's starting up, and I kind of was finalizing my plan timeline for that, because I'm the one doing the training. So it's kind of a new position role for me. So that was fun, but it kept me very busy. So here we go for Friday. I was scheduled to go into the office on Friday. I did. I leave my house and I get to the train station, and there's all these announcements going. If you live in New York City, you know MTA makes announcements over the loudspeaker. And basically they were saying, because I have to go downtown. So where my train station is, there's uptown, which is going further up in the Bronx, or downtown, which is going towards Manhattan, because the Bronx is above Manhattan. If you're not from New York, Bronx, Manhattan. Okay? So I needed to go downtown. I get to the train station. The announcement says the downtown trains are skipping this station. So if you want to get a downtown train, you have to go to the uptown side, go up to the last stop, which is like 4 or 5 stops away, and then take that train back downtown. It's annoying. It adds about 10 to 15 minutes to my commute if I do that. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I and several other people hear the announcement, go to the uptown side. It says the train is 6 minutes away. So we're like, oh, we're waiting. I hear a train approaching the station across the platform on the downtown side. And normally in New York City, if a train is going to skip the station, it like does this honk thing. It goes honk, 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 whatever. So the train is not doing that, and the train is slowing down. We all realize at the same time that means the train is going to stop, and the announcement is a liar. So and I'm on the phone with my mother at this point, because I called her to complain about the train delay stuff. So I hear it. I'm on the phone with my mother. I run down the stairs, run across the platform, run up the stairs to catch the train. I'm yelling, hold the door, hold the door. Everyone's running. We all get in the train. Fantastic. I get to work. Great. Work day is good. Very, very busy. Fridays, generally speaking, are quiet until about 3 o'clock. Because I feel like if you work a corporate job or an office job, you're aware that for some reason on Fridays after 3 o'clock is when people want to be annoying and email you. Like, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do this before you leave for the day? Blah, blah, blah. It's always after 2 to 3 o'clock. More for me, it's 3 o'clock. And I'm like, ugh. But the whole day this time, Friday, was busy. That's fine. Day went by quick because it was so busy. I get out of work. And as I'm walking out the building, there's an ambulance, sirens, all the stuff. There's a crowd of people. And there's a woman who is face down on the pavement because she tripped, hit her forehead, and is down on the ground. She's awake, I think coherent, but bleeding profusely, all on the pavement. People are giving her napkins. I didn't have any napkins. I was going to stop, but I don't really know first aid. I wouldn't have been useful. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's more useful, especially because the ambulance was already there. It's more useful to just move out of the way, like to not like be a bystander, to just leave, because they don't need that many people around. So I wouldn't have been helpful. I just kept walking. I walked to the train station, and the train was kind of, what was it, crowded, so I had to wait for 3 trains passed. I got on the 4th one. I get on the train, first train car I get in, no AC. I'm like, ugh. So then the next stop, I get into the next train car, AC, perfect, love to see it. We go like 2 stops. All of a sudden, we screech to a stop to the point where I'm jolted, which I'm a New Yorker. I don't really get jolted by the train. I'm kind of like, it's like when you're a sailor and you're on a ship, you get like sea legs. I have subway legs. Does that make any sense? No. But I don't really get jolted by the train unless it really like jerks to a stop. So it's because some moron decided to subway surf. Subway surfing, if you're not from New York, is when somebody gets on either the side of the train and hangs on, or gets on top of the train and hangs on while we're going through. So they had to stop the train because they saw, I guess someone reported or did something that said there's someone surfing on the train. So we had to stop. It held us for like 10-15 minutes while they investigated it. Great. We get going again. We get to the next stop. I'm not trying to shame anyone. I'm just telling you a story. I'm not even going to describe this person. I'm not even going to tell you if it was a man or a woman. I'm not going to say. Someone gets on the train. And there is an episode, I love Seinfeld. My name for my gaming channel actually came from a Seinfeld reference. It's Be Thirsty Pretzel. There's an episode where they talk about like, these pretzels are making me thirsty. That's where it came from. Anyway, I love Seinfeld. I make a lot of Seinfeld references. My fiance loves Seinfeld. He makes a lot of Seinfeld references. Some days we only talk in Seinfeld references and GIFs. That's how we communicate. So someone gets on the train. And as soon as they get on the train, it reminded me of an episode of Seinfeld. I think the episode is called The Valet. I'm not 100% sure. But basically, the episode of Seinfeld was about, I swear, this is going to make sense. It's not a tangent. The episode of Seinfeld is about Jerry and Elaine going to a restaurant to eat. And when they come back out, the valet gives him his car keys. And they get in the car. And they realize that the car stinks because the valet had BO. And it stunk up the whole car. And it seeped in the fabric. And they were smelling it the whole time. They were sticking their heads out the window because it smelled so bad. And the car got detailed. It got cleaned. And its smell wouldn't go away. Jerry was trying to sell the car because the car stunk. No one would buy it because the car stunk. He tried to get them to steal the car. And he couldn't get rid of the car. Someone got on the train car. And it immediately reminded me of that episode. Because when I tell you that the BO was out of control, the BO was out of control. This person does not know that deodorant was invented. Doesn't know. So that was fun. And they stayed on for a few stops. And I was like, this is ridiculous. They got off. Eventually the train aired out. Fine. Then we get above ground because my train goes underground while it's in Manhattan, and then at a certain point it goes above ground. We get above ground, yes, fantastic. We're going express, yes, fantastic. They make an announcement. When we get to Parkchester, which is not my stop, when we get to Parkchester, that's the last stop. It shouldn't be the last stop. There are more stops after that, but they are jumping us at Parkchester. It happens sometimes. I wasn't hoping it would happen that day. We get dumped at Parkchester. I was already getting off at the next stop after Parkchester instead of getting off at my house, which is a couple stops after that. So I decided, okay, I'm going to walk from Parkchester to the next stop where I was going to get off anyway because I had to pick up some stuff. So I start walking. I end up hurting my ankle. That's why I hurt my ankle. I get to where I needed to go. By the time I got to the next stop, my phone battery, dead. So when I tell you that Friday was Friday the 13th for me, even though it was the 14th, it 100% was. It was my bad luck day. I had 1% bad luck and I had 1% battery. And it was dead. Okay? I finally get home and I was like, you know what? I don't want anything else bad to happen to me. I just came home, took a shower, put on my pajamas, and sat in bed. Because I was like, if I try to cook, I'm going to cut myself or do something. It was just bad luck. So I just sat and waited for the day to be over. Saturday, much better. I woke up very early. I was very productive. I went grocery shopping. I played Resident Evil, the first one. Because I told myself I wanted to replay the whole Resident Evil series, but I wanted to do it in order. So I started playing Resi 1. I'm doing really well. I don't really remember it, but it's not like super hard in comparison to games nowadays. So I feel like it's fun, and I'm doing well. I'm playing as Jill because that's the right choice. And so I spent most of yesterday doing that. Today, I went on a little adventure. I went grocery shopping again because there was a couple things that I didn't get yesterday that I needed to pick up. And I went to Home Depot. I went to Home Depot because if you know, and actually maybe you noticed, I've changed some stuff around. I have a a Broadway show poster here that I actually won at an auction at a memorial service for one of my best friend's siblings who unfortunately passed away. And this is a signed poster from Six the Musical. And so I used to have it where my bookcase on the other side of the room is, on the wall over there. But I went to Home Depot because for a while now, actually ever since I got these shelves built, I wanted to change out the wood from the original shelf that I built on the other side to match this color, because this is organic ash and the color I had before was driftwood. It's more grayish. I wanted more warm, so I wanted to switch out the wood to organic ash, and I wanted it to be longer because the beams that I originally got, or boards I originally got, were 36 inches. Well, they were 12-inch depth by 36 inch, which is not really, it's 3 foot, obviously. It's not that deep. Sorry, not that long. That's what she said. Sorry. But the space over there is actually 46 inches. So I needed 10 more inches. Giggity. That's what she said. Sorry, that was a lot just now. But so I was going to Home Depot, and I've been waiting because, one, I wanted to make sure like I have the money right, just because the beams are like, I think they're $18 each, and I needed 4 of them. And then sometimes they just weren't in stock at the location that's near my house. So they're finally in stock. I have the money. Perfect timing. So I go to Home Depot. I get the 4 beams. The space is actually, so the space is 46 inches, but the boards were 48. So I had to cut off 2 inches on the end of each board. It was fine. But I went to Home Depot, and I'll insert the footage here while I'm talking if I haven't already. I saw the huge skeleton for Halloween because they already put out the Halloween stuff, and I did try to take a video with him. I don't know if I actually got it. I did it on my phone because I didn't bring my camera with me. But I did film myself taking all the books off the shelf over there, putting the new boards and putting the books back in a different order. So time lapse, I time lapsed it, so hopefully that footage is over by now. But I spent most of the day doing that, and then I played some DVD with my friend Lucy, which was fun because the summer event that they've had for the last month is over as of tomorrow, I think, or Tuesday. So we played today, and we're gonna play some tomorrow after work. And yeah, I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the evening editing this vlog, obviously, and putting on my new nails of the week. I took off the other ones that you saw me with last time. This week I'm doing these kind of pinky ombre almond shaped. They're a medium height, but they're, like I said, a pinkish peachy kind of ombre. So I'm very excited about that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. I did make some Jamaican oxtails for dinner. So it's oxtail, rice, and peas for dinner. Which will be really good. I haven't made that in a while. Haven't had that in a while. But yeah, I think that's it. That's it for the vlog. I got you all caught up in less than 20 minutes. And hopefully, like I said, you guys don't mind too much that I am only posting 1 video a week. I feel like once I get the 1 video a week down and I just give you a quick recap, or I take you somewhere, we do a video throughout the week, like I film a little snippet every day, I feel like once I get the hang of that, I'll be able to do more like random dedicated videos. Like if I go to a book fair, or if I go to an event, or I go traveling somewhere, I can do that as a bonus video. But I feel like recapping my week on one day or doing a project and making that into a video is better for me for the rest of the year, because I have a lot of obligations. I have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, and I don't want to not make videos. I don't want to be missing days because it makes me feel bad. I feel like I'm letting people down, and I don't want to do that. Also, the whole thing that was happening with YouTube, the announcement they made about monetization, I am nowhere near monetization. I probably will never get monetized on this channel, so it is what it is. But I think anyone who creates on YouTube on a consistent basis has an idea in the back of their head that maybe, you know, if I get enough people who like what I'm saying and they want to watch me and I'm entertaining them, that they'll subscribe. And so I'll hit the subscriber goal, and then maybe I'll get enough watch hours. But YouTube made an announcement, if you don't know, that they're moving the watch hour monetization goal from 4,000, which it currently is, to 8,000, which is a freaking lot. It's a lot, and I'm nowhere near that. I don't think I even thought I would get near 4,000 this year, let alone, which I just started consistently posting on this channel this year. But my goal is really just to be consistent now. I'm not going to think about monetization. If it happens, it happens. But it was a little discouraging, I think, earlier in the week. I think for a lot of people who create YouTube videos, to hear that they were moving the goalposts so far out, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I have a good time filming videos, so whether or not I'm monetized, I will still film. I just realized that the rate I was going was stopping me from being consistent. So I'd rather come here, show up consistently once a week, and make good content, have good conversation, than try to post every day and be inconsistent. So those are my thoughts. That's a big old wrap up of the week. Hopefully you had a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments what you got up to this week. Which part of my recap was your favorite? I would love to know. And I will see you next Sunday with another recap. And if anything else crazy happens and we get a bonus video, I'll let you know in the community post. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next Sunday. Bye, guys.